Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. I won't be joined this episode by my fellow co-host Zeno, but large up Zeno. He is blessed. Don't worry, we haven't fell out or anything like that. So large up Zeno, he'll be back probably for the watch along on the weekend on Sunday, and then they'll be back for the Tuesday edition of ManDem United podcast, and then the midweek watch along when we play West Ham again. So large up Zeno. Harris might be dropping in. He did contact me in it. So large up my young G Harris. He might be dropping in. But like I start each and every live show on the channel, love to everybody who's supporting Sarcasm City TV. And the reason why I start every single podcast saying that is literally because you lot support so heavily and support. Like the way you've helped the brand grow is just expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? So it's much, much appreciated. The Sarcasm City TV brand, my individual brand, the way you support all the hosts of all the other shows and things that I'm not on, the way you lot support on the Twitch as well as the YouTube, like it literally does not go unnoticed. And I appreciate it because without you lot, we'd all just be here talking to ourselves. So we really, really appreciate it. So please make sure, whether you're watching this live right now or you are watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. It's free. So hit the like button before you even get in the comments. Also, make sure you share it across all the socials as well. That is very, very important. Make sure you share it across all your socials. Click the share button underneath the YouTube video, and then whatever social media page you're active on, you can share it to Twitter, you can share it to Facebook, you can share it to Instagram, you can share it to your WhatsApp status, a WhatsApp group, Snapchat, I believe. If you can share it to TikTok, share it there. Wherever you are active, whatever social media app you are active on, make sure you share it across all the socials. And equally as important, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please make sure you subscribe. The bigger we grow, the more people the more that you lot subscribe, the bigger we grow, the bigger the brand gets, and then the more shows we can add, the more content we can create, and it just helps everybody involved. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, because we go live every single day and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss anything. So please make sure you hit the notification bell. Also check out the upcoming live stream section, because that lets you know all the shows that are coming up. I update it on a weekly basis, but make sure you check it out on a daily basis, because shows can get added, times can change in regards to certain shows, etc. So make sure you do that. Also follow and subscribe to the Twitch. Make sure you do that, because the Twitch schedule is completely separate to the YouTube schedule. So you won't shows you get on YouTube, you won't get on Twitch, and vice versa. So the link for the Twitch is underneath in the description, and it's Sarcasm City TV, the same as the YouTube. I will get to the comments shortly. And if you haven't seen the ManDem United podcast before, it is a podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So we recap the last game, we'll preview the next game, and there's always some news when it comes to Manchester United. There's always something going on, there's always some news. So please keep your questions and your comments Manchester United related, people, and feel free to ask me anything as well. Anything Manchester United related is cool, and a lot's gone on. A lot has gone on. Large up Gaz here. Gaz Elliott, who says he needs to go. He's clueless. Noah says 21st. What do you mean by that, Noah? 21st. Black Diamond says Ollie in trouble. Ollie's constantly in trouble. I don't think he's ever out of trouble. So for the title, for the people that can't see what the title is, Ollie out versus Ollie in after the Young Boys defeat. Ollie out versus Ollie in after the Young Boys defeat. And Ollie is always 2 or 3 bad results away from being under severe pressure. And in this case, 1. Actually, yeah, this case 1, because we beat Newcastle 4-1. So it's this 1 result, which is Ollie out was trending. And that's going to be something that happens on a regular basis. It happened a lot last season, but it's going to happen even more this season because of the squad you had and what you've added. Adding Cristiano Ronaldo alone has added to that pressure. So you've added Cristiano Ronaldo, then you've added Varane, and you've added Sancho. You've already spent 400, 500 million, however much it is. And that defeat there is terrible, which I will get to also. Black Diamond says, where's my people at? Mods, make sure you get everyone liking and sharing as well. Make sure you do that. I'm just letting the numbers slowly build up and let the people come in. Where we at? So, thoughts on the defeat, says Baz 10. I will get to that, don't worry. He's a bum, says Harrison. I want to hear from anybody who's Ollie in. Is there any Ollie inners? Please show yourself and pop up. Like, what's your thoughts? I want it from the other side. So please let me know if you are Ollie in, what your thoughts are. The guy says, parking the bus against young boys, he should have been fired this morning. Ahmed says, big up the chat and big up my boy, Mr. Take, you're Egypt, Mr. Take Nugget himself. Large up Ahmed each and every time. Time to shine says, big up also. He became a member yesterday, as is Eddie as well. If you want to become a member, link is underneath in the description. Big up Ollie feeling in that seat getting hot. And that's going to happen a lot. Anytime there's a shock defeat, two things. Anytime there's a shock defeat, then he's under severe pressure. Anytime it's a few defeats in a row, so say a defeat and a draw, he's going to be under severe pressure. Like, for instance, if we draw to West Ham in the Premier League game and then go out in the Cup, he's going to be even under more severe pressure, even if we had beat young boys. Like, it can always turn like that. What else is going on here? Rick 33 says, big up to everyone who is Ollie out. Large up everyone who's Ollie out. Daniel Smith says, I don't understand how anyone who actually watches us play can be Ollie in, because they get blinded by the loyalty. Like, people let emotions cloud their logic and can't separate the player from the manager. I can separate the player from the manager. As a player, no qualms with him. As a manager, he's not good enough. And I want what's best for Manchester United Football Club. I don't care who the manager is, as long as he's successful. He doesn't have to be an ex-legend. He doesn't have to have played for us. He doesn't need to have United DNA. That's what I would say. Just got abused in the Ollie in the stream. They were mental. One man said he wanted to meet me in the streets. Man, no trouble, you know. What stream was you in? Whose stream was it? What channel was that? Was it a big YouTuber's channel? Let me know. Lion Sniper says, big up, bro. Ahmed says, part of me thinks Cristiano can pressure the club to finally sack him. Part of me thinks he might just dip and we're stuck with Ollie as long as he gets top 4. I believe the civil war is coming. We already seen Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno next to him on the touchline. That's not a good sign for him. It's not a good look. That doesn't look good. Like, people were already talking about Ronaldo getting you sacked, Ronaldo coming in and being the manager, etc. And then that happens. Yeah. That's what it is. Oh, seeing Black Diamond? Yeah, I thought I'd just ask. Rick 33 says, Ollie in is at either under 15 or over 40. There's no in between. I get your point. I get what you're saying there still. I do get what you're saying. Large up little bro in the cut who says, big up, big bro. Large up Ryan. And analysis at Anfield back tomorrow, people. 7:30, I believe. Ballers at the Bridge, which is back 11:30 tomorrow as well. So they're the Liverpool and Chelsea shows respectively. Well, Baz 10 says, thoughts on the defeat. Don't worry, Baz 10, I will get to that. But I give my thoughts about what really annoyed me the most, because we was doing ManDem United. We was on the live stream. Zeno gave me the lineup. And I was fuming at the lineup. The performance against young boys don't shock me. Parking the bus against young boys don't shock me. The substitutions don't shock me. The defeat doesn't shock me. What Ollie said afterwards and the quotes I'm hearing do not shock me, because I've seen all that before. I know what this manager is. This is why if Manchester United don't get out of the group, it won't shock me. I keep saying this. Ollie tax is the heftiest tax in life. It's heftier than road tax, council tax, YouTube tax, any other tax you can feel of. Zeno can't make it on, so that's why he's not here. Zeno. Harris might be jumping on, but larger my brother Zeno. None of that shocked me. All those things I just named there, people, none of those things shocked me. Not the performance, not the parking the bus, not the pragmatic approach, not the wrong substitutions, not the fact we got peppered, not the defeat. Because I know what this manager is, and I've seen all of these things before. Ryan said it to me yesterday on the Q&A. You lost to one of the worst teams in the Champions League currently. That happened last season. So how can I be shocked when it happened against Istanbul last season and it's happening this season? That's a pattern. So that's not a shock. Here's the reason why I got so mad about the lineup, people. Because that was most of the questions I have about Ollie have been answered. Like, I've made up my mind. Yes, but I don't have an agenda. It can be switched around. If he turns it around, I'm not going to sit and be like, right, he's still rubbish. Like, no, if he turns it around, I'll admit I was wrong and he's turned it around, that he's doing a good job, and I'll be happy about that. But the reason why I was so mad about the lineup is simply because that was one of the question marks of him. We spoke in depth, myself, Zeno, Harris, other Manchester United fans, about our squad depth, about him adding to the squad, about look at our bench, now will he use it? Now will he rotate when we're playing certain teams? So I was like, that was a question mark. Okay, we're playing young boys, the weakest team in the group. Away at home, away to them in the Champions League. will you rotate? That was my, because you have the squad to rotate. Look at the bench. I'm saying, look at the players that don't play in our first team. You got Delo. All right, Tellez was injured, but you got Delo. You've got Tellez. You've got Donny van der Beek. You've got Lingard. You've got Juan Mata. You've got Martial. You've got Diallo. They're just 7 off the top of my head. Now, will you rotate against young boys? Because if Delo and Donny, even though Donny played, but if the likes of Delo, Lingard, Juan Mata, Martial don't play against young boys, when are they going to play? So that means you're just going to ride the first team, the first 11, until the wheels fall off. You're going to play these men whenever. You're going to play them in the Champions League against weaker opposition. You're going to play them in the FA Cup against weaker opposition. You're going to play them in the Carabao Cup against weaker opposition. Will you rotate? And here's the thing is, with the rotation, even though that was our first team squad, how do you have to keep your first teamers on your toes? Give your second teamers, your squad players, a chance. Let's keep players on their toes. Wan-Bissaka did get sent off, and that's on Wan-Bissaka for the tackle and everything like that. That's not on OLE. However, Wan-Bissaka shouldn't have been playing. That's on OLE. Dalot should have been playing. And I said that from the jump. If Dalot's not going to play away versus young boys, when is he going to play? When does he get the chance? Say Dalot comes in and has a phenomenal performance. Now Wan-Bissaka has to step up his performance, because complacency can creep in, even accidentally, to players. You have to give your squad players a chance. Let them know your place isn't cemented. Bruno, Ronaldo, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Shaw, all of them, man, know that their position is solidified, whether they play 10 out of 10 or 0 out of 10. That's a bad way to keep the competitive edge high. Bad way to do that. And that's why I had such an issue. Look at Tuchel with Chelsea. He rarely plays the first team. He rarely keeps the first 11. He rotates all the time. He rotated against Zenit. He rotated against Aston Villa. But because of the level he's at as a manager and the system he has, he still won both of those games. They beat Zenit, who are a better side than Young Boys. They beat Aston Villa at home, who are people's dark horses to have a good season in the Premier League. And he rotated. I don't know how many players. I don't know if I think it was like 4, 5, 6. And that keeps everybody there on their toes. All right, I'm not going to play. He wants my shirt. That's what it is. Say he plays Dalot, and Dalot has a blinder. Plays exceptionally well. Not only does Dalot's confidence go up, that also puts Aaron Wan-Bissaka on his toes. So now we might see a better Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And then if Wan-Bissaka's form tails off, you play Dalot and Wan-Bissaka's on the bench. And now Wan-Bissaka's got a competition for places. You know what I'm saying? Being comfortable can breed complacency. And that's what we're seeing with Manchester United. Everybody's comfortable. If Lingard comes in, yes, he made the mistake. But if Lingard comes in and plays in the 10 or 1 matter and they're exceptional, Bruno's like, right, I got to step up my game. Martial comes on, playing from the left or the right or whatever, and he scores a brace or plays well, then the likes of Greenwood and the likes of Pogba are thinking, right, I've got to step up my game. Same with Donny, with Fred, etc. It goes all through the team. But that's why I was so fuming about the lineup. That's why. And when are these men going to play? So that means our first 11 are just going to get tired. And you're just going to run these men into the ground. Rotate. We've seen Tuchel do it. But that's because our manager relies on individual brilliance. He's always going to play his best individuals, or what he deems are his best individuals, all the time. And I'm not even going to all the tactics. That was just a lineup. My head was gone from the lineup. Large up everyone that is locked in. Hey, mods, get everybody, please, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Mods, get on job. Mods, get on job, or will be, you get me? I'll be taking away mod jobs if mods don't get on job. So get on job. Let's go through some to the comments. Let's see what's going on. There we are. Time to Shine says, I think when people say if he finishes top 4, he's good. Glazers don't spend money to get Ronaldo, Sancho, and Varane just to accept top 4 on top of all the money they've spent on him. No, the reason why the Glazers bought in Ronaldo, Sancho, and Varane, specifically Ronaldo, because it's a PR spin. Glazers don't care about Manchester United winning trophies. Their objectives aren't the same as mine and the other fans. We want to compete for titles. We want to win titles. We want to compete and win for Champions Leagues. The Glazers don't want that, because if the Glazers wanted that, as soon as he went out in the group stages in the Champions League, he gets sacked. Well, they're a money spinner. Their objective is money. Our objective is trophies. What's the word I'm looking for? Our objectives ain't in line. What we want ain't in line. So yes, as long as he finishes top 4, which I think he will, just because of his squad, he'll be fine. Time to Shine says he'll be on his own downfall. Brady went to the Bucks to win them a Super Bowl, and if he had a poor year, that coach would have been gone. Yeah, because they care about winning over there. When it comes to American football, they care about winning. With Manchester United, we are a cash cow. It's all about money. profit. Ronaldo was a money signing. The Glazers didn't look at our team and go get Ronaldo because he helps us on the pitch. Because if you want a player to go get to help us on the pitch, you go and sign a DM. And Ollie's not in charge either. Nippin says, Ollie got lucky last season because there were no fans in the stadium. Fans are going to be the reason Ollie gets sacked. And Ronaldo, I hope so. What else we got? Pyramid Scheme says, change the title to Ollie Out versus Ollie Sexuals. You're a joker. Serginio, the Jamaican, says, after the press conference, how can any man take this man seriously? It's crazy how Oleaners can't see how poor this man is. They know how poor he is. They just going to make excuses for him because they like him. Like I said, it's kind of like having a woman who knows her man ain't shit, or a mother. That's a better example. A mom who knows her son ain't shit whatsoever, but she just don't want to believe it because it's her son. That's what it's kind of like with Ollie. That's what it is. Where else we at? Ahmed says, Wan-Bissaka shouldn't have even started because Wan-Bissaka is one of Ollie's favorites. Dalot gets shafted. And that's my point. Like, you play Dalot and then you have competition for places. Look at City. Pep will rotate. Look at Chelsea. Tuchel will rotate. I bet if Klopp had a better team, he probably rotates. If Ollie had Klopp's bench, I'd understand why you don't rotate. Your bench is there. Large up the football terrace in the cut says, yes, my G, smash the like button. Who is that from the football terrace? I'm guessing it's either KJ or Prime. Let me know. Oh, it might be. I highly doubt it's Terry because he's not calling me my G. I doubt it, but I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm presuming it's KJ or Prime, but let me know who it is in it. But big up the football terrace regardless. Like the video, people, and drop a sub for the ManDem. Says Ahmed. Black Diamond says, I shared the stream on Twitter. Yeah, and use like who are sharing. Go to my Twitter or Instagram at That's Me Flawless. I always post before the show. So you can just retweet and like from my Twitter, because hopefully you'll all follow me. Same with the Instagram as well. Same with the Sarcasm City TV Facebook page. You can share it from there as well. Daniel saying, come on, people, like and share. It's free. Oh, great. The enemy is here. Smash a like, people, and drop a sub for Sarcasm City. Large up Drizzy. That's who's the enemy? Indiana as well. Indiana, who's newly reformed Ollie out, which I was very shocked about. Very, very shocked. They only see bodies. So if a manager asks for a midfielder, they will say you have 7 or 8 already. If that is true, my response is to that, then you leave because you can't do your job. You're setting me up to fail. We've seen Conte do it. We've seen other managers do it. If I'm given a job to do, and I'm asking you, I need these tools to do this job to the best of my ability. Clearly our targets ain't in line. You get me? Clearly we're not in line. Therefore, I should leave because you're hindering me. And I'm going to be the one that takes the flak. Black Diamond says, DM or not, the squad is brilliant. That's why the manager gets paid millions to adapt, change system, strategize. Ollie said he's delighted with the squad. He's been backed 436 million. And here's the thing with that as well. Matisse said this to me. If I'm paying someone to manage, if everything runs smoothly without you, what am I paying you for? Like my boy JV said, management. You're supposed to manage and it's meant to work. That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? If you're the manager of something, things are going to go wrong. That's why you're there to manage those situations and get the most out of it. I don't think Tuchel thinks he has a perfect squad, but he gets the most out of it. I don't think Pep thinks he has the perfect squad, but he gets the most out of it. Same with Klopp as well. If you ask them, man, in an ideal world, they're not going to come out and say this publicly because then that puts pressure and makes their current squad feel bad. Like, right, you don't actually rate us that highly. I'm saying, he's needing this and that. But if you ask them in their heart of hearts, Pep wanted a striker, we know this. You ask Tuchel, he probably wants another attacker to play with Lukaku of a certain level. Klopp would love just the squad. You hear me? Just the bench. See that? Even Ryan saying that Klopp did rotate a bit yesterday. Rotated and you lot won, innit? That's my point. Rotated and you lot won. Is it legit? Is it Terry? Large up Terry. If it is, let me know. Let me know if it is Terry. Big up Flawless. Large up Jaden in the cut. Large up to you. Big up Flawless, says Umar. Look at this prick. United. Where's Zeno, my G? Nah, Zeno can't make it. Zeno can't make it. Flawless is so long that I've been saying the same thing about Ollie for a year now. It's a joke. I'm tired at this point. I'm with you. I'm tired as well. You know what I'm saying? And that Drizzy DM me, so I know what you're talking about. Lion Sniper, yes, I'm tired of it too. This is why I wasn't shocked. Again, I wasn't shocked by the result. I wasn't shocked by the performance. I wasn't shocked by the pragmatic approach. I wasn't shocked by the defeat. Go back and watch. I was more upset about the lineup because that was the one question mark I had about him. That was the one question I went and answered. Will you now rotate when you have a squad to rotate? Because he should have rotated heavily to me. I gave my team. The hair in goal, cool. It should have been Maguire and Varane. Tellez is injured, so you have to play Shaw. Should have been Delo, Donny, Fred, which he played. Wamara in the 10, Lingard. Who did I say? I said Lingard, Martial. Who did I have up top? Can't remember. I think if Diallo was on the bench, I think so. And then you have your big guns on the bench in case it's going wrong. So if United are in a bad situation, it's 1-1 with 20 minutes to go. Then you bring on Pogba. Then you bring on Ronaldo. Then you bring on Bruno, etc. Then you bring on Greenwood. Where we move. C1 London says, big up Flawless. Big up to you as well. Large up to you. Please hit the like button. The likes are way too low, man. You lot get the likes up. Likes are way too low. I wasn't really Ollie in, just disagreed with many of your opinions. So why are you Ollie in? So let me put slow mode on as well. 1 second. We're going to get to that. Hold up. Forgot to put slow mode on at the start. My bad, people. Normally I do that. Right, boom. Slow mode is now on. India, I wasn't really Ollie in. I just disagreed with many of your opinions. But you agree with a lot of my opinions now, innit? This is a reason you're Ollie out. You're Ollie out for the same reasons I'm Ollie out. So you agree with my opinions now. Correct me if I'm wrong, Indiana. Let me know. And you lot go subscribe to First XI as well. Make sure you do that. Yeah, I put it in slow mode. I thought I had it on at the start, but I didn't. It's on slow mode now. It's on slow mode now for you lot to deal with it. Z Gold says, Flawless, I'm tired of hearing rival fans talking about us. Went on to Matisse's channel and leaving League Gunner who supports relegation Arsenal talking. We need to get this man out. Ollie is shit. Yeah, Ollie is terrible. He's absolutely awful. We know this. Ollie is absolutely terrible. Like, and I've been saying this for the longest. Like, I want to be wrong about this man. I want to be wrong about this man. But here we are. Here we are. Jaden says, onwards and upwards for the channel. Love your content, bro. Big up, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Ahmed says, like the video, people, and drop a sub for the ManDem. And if that was Terry on the Football Terrace, if you're still in there, Terry, what are you saying? Are you Ollie in? You Ollie out? What are your thoughts on it? SVS says, I was Ollie out after this game. I was Ollie out after the game. After his first loss as Manchester United, he hit that reset button after hella pragmatic. Too pragmatic. Now, I'm good, yo. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, Ahmed. I know you lot don't like Ollie, but I wouldn't be surprised if he rubbed Champions League. He rubbed the Champions League. What are you saying there, Lengen Sweet? Say that again. I don't want to misquote you. Meza Erzul says, man like Flawless, big up yourself. Big up. Captain Morg says, Ollie. Wait, where was it? I was never Ollie in because I wanted Zidane from day one. I hear that. Jaden says, Ollie stinks, man. I'd rather cut my eye with a razor blade than watch that stank football. We are not prophets. Some people just detect things sooner than others. We will be there to comfort the Ollie in us after he's sacked. Yeah, man. You see the error of your ways and then, you know me, it's calm. Like I said, the likes of Indiana. Because like Indiana's my guy. And we do disagree on a lot of things. But I want to know why he's Ollie out now. So yeah, Indiana, if you are in the comments still, let me know. If you want the link, let me know. Would love to have you on. If not, I'll get you on a ManDem United later time. 100%. Ollie the Wally out. Big up Flawless. Large up Nuz. Brah says, we have to accept the fact that some people are just mediocre and accept mediocrity. They realize nothing is wrong with Ollie as long as they get top 4. No ambitious man, woman will accept this. Large up. You're right. You're right. 100%. You are right. Without question, you are right, bruh. No doubt about it. Ahmed says, I'm just letting you lot go. Anyone with eyes would have caught Ollie's lack of formation and style very quickly. It's obvious to wear freestyle FC. Been saying this for the longest. This is why I'm saying nothing is new. I knew nothing was going to change. People are like, all right, we signed Varane, we signed Sancho, we signed Cristiano Ronaldo. All we've done is add more individual brilliance to individual brilliance FC. You cannot individual brilliance your way to a league title, especially when you're coming up against the competition we're coming up against. If it was just one team, I'd give us a shot. If it was just Manchester City, like it was one of the last season, then I'd be like, all right, we have a shot. If it was just Liverpool like it was the season before, I believe I'd give us a shot. But not only do you have Pep's Manchester City, you have Klopp's Liverpool, you have Chelsea's Tuchel. So we have 3 teams with top managers, with top teams to topple. That is highly unlikely. Even if we had a Zidane, a Poch, a Conte, whoever you want to go get, whoever your number one is, that's hard to topple anyway. Like the Premier League level just went up because there's now 3 teams who are legit top teams and probably 3 out of the top 6 for the Champions League. That tells you all you need to know. Like if Chelsea, City, or Liverpool won the Champions League, it wouldn't be a surprise, I don't think. Liverpool would probably be slightly more surprising, but I'd put them like 5th, 6th favorites. Chelsea and City, I'd probably put in the top 4 alongside PSG, Bayern Munich. You're talking 3 of the top 6. Like that's the level those 3 teams are at. And people expect OLE to top that, who we know doesn't cover our deficiencies. Like fully aware, don't cover our deficiencies. I'm fully aware, and everyone else is fully aware he doesn't cover our deficiencies. And yes, Ryan says, by the way, people, we got another new co-host for analysis at Anfield. Yes, so they'll be free. So Ryan will be talking less, so you'll be happy about that. Sniper said, this is the same guy who lost to Manchester City and was happy because they part one of their good teams saying it's progress. Someone tell me the progress in the last 3 years. The only thing that's progress under Manchester United is the squad and the vibes. That's literally the only progress. The squad is miles better than what he inherited, and I always give him credit for that. The squad he leaves will be much better than the one he inherited, and the energy and the vibes around the place is much better. Minus that, I don't see anything else. I don't see any other progress. I don't think he's getting sacked anytime soon, even though I want him gone. I agree with you. I don't think he gets sacked soon. I don't think so. D-Star says, I've been OLE out from the day he signed the contract. He was meant to be transitional. I think he's done his job. He's just carried on. He's just gone on too long. I always use the analogy. He's the builder. He built the house. The house is built. Now he's trying to tell you about interior design, whether you should have carpet or wood flooring, get me, where the fridge should go in the kitchen, where the ice machine should go, what the color scheme should be in the kitchen, what type of windows you need, where the TV should go, whether you should get a 3-seater or a 4-seater sofa, whether you should convert the loft into another bedroom. Like, no, your job is done. You built the house. Now give it to the people who know what they're doing in regards to interior design and all those type of things. That's what I would say. See, look, Nearpost podcast saying this. Give OLE time. He's doing a good job. Liverpool fans. Tells you all you need to know. United gas my league rivals in the Swiss league for no reason, so OLE can piss off for all I care. Philly, who's your team in the Swiss league? Are you Basel? Let me know. Time to Shine says, why are the players fully on board? That's kind of what's confusing. There's no reports of rifts. As soon as Lampard had question marks, there was reports of rifts. Like I said, if results like this continue, the players aren't going to be on board. We've spoken in depth on this already. Well, not in depth, but we've mentioned it. For those Marvel heads, this is the civil war is going to happen. Like my Don Aaron said. You get me? Shout out Mr. Aaron United. That scene at the airport's happening. There is going to be a civil war if results like this continue. And I didn't expect it to be this quick. I thought there would be like, not a new manager bounce, but a new signing bounce. Like they'd gas us up. All right, we battered Leeds. Everyone was gassed. And then we got brought straight back down to earth our way to Southampton. Then the Wolves' performance, even though we won, was bad. Newcastle won. The performance was slightly better, and we won 4-1. And then this young boys has just deflated it. Just put a pin in the whole thing. Hey, we got over 50 of you lot watching. Everybody here, man, make sure you smash the like button. Hit the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. Make sure you do that. And share it across the socials. Go to my Twitter, that's me, Flawless, and do that. Make sure you retweet and like from there. Flawless, how you doing today? Philly, I'm blessed. Can't complain. One Don says Zidane is the best manager to take them down, bro. I would love Zidane to come in. 100% I would. Indiana has great intellectual acumen. I think it's more emotional in his case. Simply wanted us to do well so badly that at times people miss stuff. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I 100% agree with that because Indiana knows his stuff. Like he's very knowledgeable. Not just about United, but like about football in general. And I think it was that will wanting to win. It's that will to win. And I get that. Unja says, my guy Flawless, I'm OLE in. Tactics aside, we've improved every year since he came. Impossible to argue that. Okay, let me ask you this. What has improved? Let's go. And you can't say tactics aside because tactics are a big side of football. So I'm asking you, Unja, what has he improved? Please let me know. Nippin says, who's the third co-host on Analysis at Anfield? You got to tune in to find out. SVS says, I big up myself and the over OLE outers for not letting their standards drop. I hear that. Jaden says, where we at? Where we at? Wow, you lot going in the comments. I have a feeling that before Ali leaves, the dressing room is going to become toxic. What if players decide to leave already? Then we have to start over again. That could happen. If Oli wins the Civil War, that could happen. Ahmed says, Oli shouldn't have even been given a new contract in the first place. What was even the financial reason? Like he wasn't going to leave regardless. That was a stupid move on our part. Why give him a new deal? He had 1 year left. Nobody was coming in for him. We should have let him play out and see what happened. If he succeeded, give him a new deal. If he failed, let him go for free. No one's coming in for him. It's mad. Noah says, 1 second. United are turning into Arsenal, dismissing trophies, being sentimental and holding on to a dead manager and lowering expectations. We are Arsenal under Wenger initially when it was just top four, when the objective was just top four. We are legit Arsenal under Wenger. So we've not fallen as far as Arsenal because we ain't 16th, -8 goal difference with 3 points after 4 games. But we are Arsenal when they were just chasing top four. That's us now. Our objective is top four. Our manager's objective to keep his job is top four. Forget winning a Premier League, winning a Champions League, FA Cup, a League Cup, playing good football, playing on the front foot. It's top four. If you don't finish in the top four, he will be sacked. Last Sniper says it's because Oli is nice and doesn't stick it on the players. That's why it's good vibes. I think you can still stick it on the players and have good vibes. But I agree. We'll see. Jeff is not happy. He said Oli needs to fuck off the incompetent prick. He pisses me off. Wow. Maybe because Ollie's a nice guy, he keeps everyone happy instead of being a manager and making hard, critical decisions. You're not supposed to be there to be liked or a nice guy, though. You're there to get results. Forget being nice. You're there to get results. Get results. That's it. Win trophies. That's what you're there for. That's the objective. Rance pointed out that even CR7 had a "we go again" post on Insta. I think the club has something in their contract where they have to push propaganda. I remember him saying that. I think I was on the stream. It could happen. It could happen. Jihan says that Liverpool fan knows how awful and clueless Oli is. 3 years of Oli and nothing to show for it. Well, we lose in Europe yet again. Facts. Jaden says the ex-United players in the media are the reason why Oli is still in the job. They haven't turned on him yet. They won't turn on him. That's why you get. It's always the non-ex-United players in the media that talk the most sense. I've noticed that. Why is Jamie Carragher on Sky talking more sense about Manchester United than Gary Neville? Because he doesn't have the emotion. He's not clouded by emotion. Like I said, emotions can cloud your logic when you love something. And it can happen. I can separate the two. I can separate my emotions for the club and not let that intervene in my logic. And plus they're brethren with him as well, so they don't want to slander him. Like Carragher said to Neville straight in his face, if Pep, Klopp or Tuchel was in charge of United's team, you're talking title challenge. But now you're saying, oh, Neville was like, there's something that says we can't win the title. That's something that's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but you don't want to say it. Just say it. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying with Ole Inners. Landslide tactics aside, like, we can't just ignore tactics. Ole is not Drizzy Des. Don't do that, man. Like, Indiana, like, even though I disagree with him, he's on point. Like, a lot of the things he says are on point. Oli is like the player's best mate, hence why there really has been no rift so far. With Lampard, you can tell he has a bit more of an ego, so players wouldn't be happy, so there are more rifts. You know what keeps players really happy? Winning games and winning trophies. That's how you keep everybody happy. That's how you keep players happy, and that's how you keep fans happy. That's what shuts me up. Me as an Oli outer, that's what shuts me up. If Oli switches up, starts playing better football, better tactics, better substitutions. We have a plan of attack. Our average position map pretty much looks the same. And you can see on the naked eye what he's trying to do. And we compete and win trophies. That shuts everybody up. Success shuts everybody up, being successful. Eddie says, how you judging a manager, then say tactics aside. And that's my point, Eddie. It's always, the excuses from Oli and is always things like this. How are you going to say tactics aside? That's like we're talking about a rapper and you say, yeah, his bars aside. Like, no. Or his choruses aside. Or his beat selection aside. Like, no, they're key. They're key factors. Yo, at the end of the day, what we want doesn't matter because he won't be going anywhere if we get top 4. That's all the Glazers care about. And that's what it is. And Dan's right. I'm going to continue to talk about it and continue to say Oli out, but Dan's right. Dan is right. Larger my guy, Dan Silly, man. Alpha Square says, tactics aside, what do you, man, think football is about? Passion and good vibes. Yeah, man, hard yards and vibes. Or like my bro Talk says, cardio and vibes. Captain Morg says, big up yourself, Flawless. Big up to you. Black Diamond says, like the people, support your quality channel, brilliant upcoming streams. We give you a voice. You lot do give me a voice, and I give you lot a voice. That's why I'm here running through the comments and letting everybody get everything off their chest, whether I agree or disagree. And feel free to ask me whatever questions you want as well. Oli has lost 7 out of 11 Champions League games. Progress, my black ass. And another thing on that, 7 out of 11 Champions League games. I believe he's never won a Champions League game without a penalty. Tells you all you need to know. That tells you the levels you need to know. Tells you all you need to know about him. Just not good enough. Simple as that. Just not good enough. Time to Shine says a resounding no to Conte for me. Here's the thing with that. Do I believe Conte is good enough? I mean, not sir. Let me rephrase that. Right, we got over 60 of you lot watching. You lot really love crud, innit? You know what I'm saying? You lot really love crud. Hey, get the likes up as well. We've hit 50. There's over 60 of you lot. Get the likes up. Would Conte be my first choice? No. Would he be my second or third choice? No. However, any manager is better than what we have currently. I'd do the Spurs thing when they got Nuno, when he was like their 25th choice as in regards to manager. I'd take my 25th choice at this point, simply because I'm just tired and fed up of this manager. I'd take any manager with any sort of CV. Is Conte top 3 for me? No. Would I take Conte? Absolutely. Because I know it doesn't get any worse. It doesn't. It's kind of like the DM situation. Like people are like, oh, would you take Rice? He wouldn't be my first, second, or third choice. But if he came in, would I take him? Yes, because he's better than what we have there. That's what it is. Daniel says, even give rival fans a chance to talk about Manchester United, even though we don't support them. Not many channels do that. Yeah, man, of course. Everyone here got a voice here. Everyone got an opinion. Everyone can give their opinion. And like I said, whether I agree or disagree with it, I'll read it out and go back and forth with you. And then we keep it moving. Simple as that. Then we keep it moving. Where did I lose? Yo, the comments is going crazy. There we go. And we'll get to all the comments, people. Don't worry. The other channel, the United stand are a disgrace. Man said it's toxic to be Oli out, even though he even said the football and coaching is shit. Man is making a living off basic football analysis for kids. Samson, you make what you want of that. This man will have us playing Europa League football if he doesn't improve. So my question is, why is Oli in the job? Anyway, is it to win or just fuck around? He's in the job because if this was a manager performing like this who the fans didn't love, there's more pressure on the Glazers. He's a great defender of the Glazers because we'll attack Oli and then a certain section of our fan base will defend Oli simply because it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and people who are my age and older generations will defend him. Not all of us, but people will defend him simply because of what he did at the club, the Manchester United DNA. You shouldn't turn on the manager and all this rubbish. That's why you see in stadiums, you see people mention it like, oh, everyone's backing Oli. But everyone's there to back him. If I go to Old Trafford, go to a game, whether it's at OT or away, I'm not going to be screaming Oli out. I'm there to support the manager and support the team to get 3 points on that day. That is not the time or place for me to be talking about Oli in versus Oli out. I want the team to do well. I want the players I don't rate to do well at that point. Then after the game, that's when I discuss it. After the game. But that's what it is. I've spoken it. I've told you a lot on here before. My mum's Oli in. You know what I'm saying? My big sister's Oli in. But again, they're old enough to remember, like I am, because they're older than me, to remember what he did. But he's not good enough. It's as simple as that. But people don't want to admit this. And that's why you get the likes of Indiana. This is why you get people turning. Everything I told Indiana, I think he now believes. Like I said, I don't want to put words in his mouth, and we're going to get into it because I'm definitely going to get him on because that's my guy. But this is nothing new. This is nothing new. This Young Boys defeat is the Istanbul defeat. What is the difference? Somebody please tell me if I'm wrong. What's the difference between the Istanbul result last season and the Young Boys result this season? We lost away last season to one of the worst teams in the Champions League. We lost away this season to one of the worst teams in the Champions League. Last season, we played defensive, pragmatic football. This season, we played defensive, pragmatic football. We get dominated in games against teams who don't have better 11s than us. That's happened this season. There's no difference. Sancho, Varane, Ronaldo have all been playing at different points, and they've all played together. Nothing has changed. Nothing. But we move. Jihan says, 3 years of Oli. Some people pretending Oli is going to be something different. Oli gets a new contract based on losing. Oli is holding United back. United have a choice to make sooner or later. But like Dan Sillyman said, as long as he makes top 4, they're going to keep him in. Last 10 says, then we go again. Let's stick together. Pulse make me feel sick. Plug Boy says, big up my guy, large up to you. Pogba did the same on Insta. They all do this nonsense. That's why I don't pay it no mind. Black Diamond says, Ronaldo will fracture the friendly, loving, harmonious locker room. Just watch. Let's hope so. Ahmed says, as you said, Flawless, or maybe it was Aaron or Rants, all those egos will be hard to deal with for a beta like Ollie. I'm optimistic he won't survive this season. I hope you're right and he doesn't survive this season. However, I see him surviving because we have enough talent for him to finish in the top 4. Does a nice guy get girls? No, they finish last. If you want results, you have to be on job. Go be on job. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you can be nice, but also be tough and criticize where you need to criticize. You know what I'm saying? And then give players the hairdryer treatment when they need it and stuff like that. Flawless, have you seen the Ollie quotes from his press conference? I seen a couple, but I didn't know if they were lies or not. Put Baz10, put him in the comments, or anyone put his quotes in the comments, and I'll give you my thoughts on him. Bro, I want to go and watch the dance style of play, and you'll see how fire it is. I'm fully with you. One done, I'm fully with you. Jihan says the ex-United players will just continue to lie for Ollie. However, the truth will solve the problem. Howson actually called out his pal Rio Ferdinand over Ollie's subs in the Young Boys game. Loved the balls he had. Did he? Okay. And what was Rio's response? Ollie has a tactic, play boring football. Unja says improvements are 1, finished in the Champions League every season. 2, reduce the age of the squad. 3, better squad. 4, goal scored higher than the previous teams. 2, I give you, like in terms of he's made the squad better. I'm not too fussed about the age of the squad. It's all about if the squad's better. Finished in the Champions League every season. He should be doing that anyway. So I'm not giving you credit for doing the bare minimum. That's top 4. So I'm like, that's the bare minimum. I'm not giving you credit for what you're supposed to be doing. Goal scored higher than previous teams. All right, cool. But what did that win us? What did that win us? So, Unja, let me ask you a question then. If he doesn't win anything this season, does he have to leave? Please let me know that. Large up my guy, Neil, Beyond the 90. If you're a Leicester fan, go subscribe. Go subscribe anyway. You can catch Neil on Shameless FC on Lewis's channel with me. That's my done right there. He says, man, like Flawless, big up. Man, hope you're blessed. Hope you're blessed too, Neil. Hope you're blessed. Nippon says, I know it's not anytime soon, but do you eventually see Ollie getting sacked? Surely he isn't here forever. It feels like forever, Nippon. I don't see him getting sacked anytime soon. Unless the players kick up a fuss. With Ronaldo, it could happen. Ronaldo's the one player I look at. He could tell Bruno, tell Pogba, and be like, this ain't, especially if we go out in the Champions League. If we go into the Europa League, like I can see the civil war happening. I can see that happening. Baz10 says, I'm getting to all the comments I can, people. You lot got the comments moving. Sometimes we look too much into all the intricacies, and it's passion, it's desire. Who wants to win the ball? Which one of the striker has desire to get on the end of crosses? See, man, this tells you all you need to know. Overarching philosophy. I don't sit here and claim and talk. Football is a simple game, and it's about making good decisions and being in a team. This is exactly why I don't pay attention to Ollie's press conferences, because I already don't like what you're doing. I don't want to hear your reasoning behind it. The media all of a sudden are silent on the Ronaldo romance. LOL. Top 4 is the only thing they care about. Could be worse. Could be Arsenal. Facts. That Ronaldo romance disappeared quick. Honeymoon period. Quick. Over. Ahmed says maybe top 4 is enough for the Glazers, but at some point they'll have enough of winning all. He can't survive sacking forever. They don't care as long as the money's coming in. They don't care. The only way he goes is if he resigns, number 1, 2, or the players kick up a fuss. That's it. Or the fans, actually. Is him resigning, the players kicking up a fuss, or the fans. Do I believe the fans will turn on him? No. I can see the players turning on him if it gets this bad. Like I said, Ronaldo and Bruno both being in a technical dugout is a bad look. It's a bad, bad, bad look. That's not a good look whatsoever. Terrible. Lengan Sweet says, Flawless, Ollie sat tomorrow. You get a world-class manager or keep Ollie to get top 4. What? Say that again, Lengan Sweet? Say that again. Plug Boy Lyrics says, Flawless should Delo start from now? Absolutely, Delo should start from now. He should have been starting. He should have started against Young Boys. Why is he not playing against Young? We should be dominating the ball. We should not be defending. Varane and Maguire and Lindelof should be on the halfway line. Should even be getting their shot today. Yeah, they can't because it's a 4G pitch, but you get my point. We should not be defending. They should have been the team having 2 shots. We should have been having 19. How you have Ronaldo, Bruno, Pogba, and you're struggling? What is going on? Who was the fifth? Who was the fourth attacker? Sancho. Our front four was Bruno, Sancho, Pogba, and Ronaldo. And we struggled against young boys. Before the red card, they were the better side. Jeff says, when we win, Ollie gets more praise than the players, even though he doesn't do anything to influence the game. But when we lose, the inbred retarded fans criticize the players, but not this wallet. And let's not get mistaken, people. The players are not above criticism from me. That's one thing I'm fair on. Like, for instance, the Wolves, the Southampton draw, I put more of that on the players than I did Ollie. This one, the young boys defeat, 50-50. 50-50 I put on it. Is it 50? Yeah, because the manager, I think, was terrible, but the players still need to do more. There wasn't one player playing well 11 versus 11. There wasn't. And we should have enough to beat young boys. That 11 was good enough to beat them. But here's what it is. We move. Matt Cabana says, United need to control games, not this individual brilliance that wins you games. Yeah, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. He also says, I'm not here to explain every single detail of how I want my team to play. We want a central midfielder who can play. Today's football is about he's good 6, 8, and a 10. This guy just be Chinese and I don't pay no attention to him. Jaden says, only thing they can big him up on is building a good squad, but it's not even Ollie's pull. It's the club offering ridiculous wages to these players and the pull of Manchester United as well. Because Manchester United are still a big in name. So massive in name, huge, absolutely humongous worldwide in name. This is Manchester United Football Club, in the words of Saeed. 1000%. Jihan says, based on the 3 years Ollie has been here, what on earth did the board expect Ollie to do? He's a born loser, especially in Europe. They just wanted to finish top 4. They don't care about Europe. If they cared about Europe, he gets sacked after we go out in Europe, after we go out in the group stages last year. Conte would be perfect. Tyler's left wing back, the lower right wing back, CR7 in the middle. It would work. Ahmed says Zidane must, he put must in capital letters, be priority number 1. Give him $500,000 a week. I don't care. Just get that bald brother in already. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get him in. I'm 40 plus years old and I can't back him as a manager. The stench of nepotism reeks at OT. Jaden says, who's your top 3? Personally, I'd like Luis Enrique. He had Spain balling out when they had a dead team. Zidane, Ten Hag. Who's my third? Probably Conte, to be honest. I can't think of anyone else who's available. You lot let me know who's actually who's available, or is that a club that you can go and take their manager? Like, I would have took Ancelotti, but you can't take him from Madrid. But we could have took him from Everton. Could have 1000% took him from Everton. Bruno says, it's sad that I'm actually starting to dislike him as a person and consider him a legend before this managerial spell. That's because Bruno he's tarnishing his legacy. He's tarnishing his legacy. Samson says, great show. I just have to say the other channel are a disgrace. Man said it's toxic to be Ollie out, even though he said the football and coaching is shit. Making a living off brainwashing. Big up. Large up, Samson. You said it there, Samson. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting into channel politics. That's not my business, but you said it there. Ahmed says, like the video, people, and drop a subscription as well. Matt Cabana says, Manchester United need to control games, not this dependence on individual brilliance. Permanently. I'm a City fan. The more I see you guys with Ollie, the more I love it. See, that tells you, talk to rival fans about Ollie. That tells you all you need to know. And I hope you lot just didn't hear my belly rumble either. I need to get some food after this stream. Pat Bandit says, big up Flawless. I told man the tax has gone up. It's 120% now. It might be 120%. I have it at 90. But Ollie tax is hefty and it's very, very high. Rio said he disagreed that the players let the manager down. The players weren't good. Black Diamond says, Jose finished second on 81 points, won 2 trophies, sacked. Van Gaal FA Cup sacked. Ollie lost 4 semi-finals and a final equals new contract. What progress? Don't insult my integrity. My you. Let him respond back, Black Diamond. I know it can be frustrating, but let man respond back. Ahmed says, I used to watch every Jose press conference and all the Ollie ones when he was interim. Now I just get agitated from seeing his face. This is why I don't pay attention to them. Jose and Van Gaal got sacked because they're not yes men and because they finished outside the top 4. Because the season Mourinho got sacked, he finished outside the top 4, if I remember correctly. Or he had us like low down in the table. Was we not 10th or minus goal difference or something? As Jan says, top of the Prem. What's this? Top of the Asan, say that again. I'm confused by that. Please say that again. Mohammed says, best to get him out rather than wait till we are in Europa. They don't care about Europe. They don't care about Europe. If we go into the Europa League, he won't be sacked. I'd say 75 to 25 on Ollie for the Young Boys game. Ollie made it worse and worse. I wouldn't argue you down on that. But that team should be able to go there with no manager and win. But I get your point. He won't explain it because he can't explain his tactics. It's all bullshit. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. Ollie is loving it. I'm sure Keane resigned from one of his jobs when he felt he couldn't take the team further. Ollie should do the same. You gotta know yourself. Exactly. You gotta know yourself. Last 10 says, with all due respect, anyone with knowledge of good players could have improved the squad with the money he was given. To an extent, I hear that, but I still give him credit for improving the squad. I still give him credit. When you're going to do a fan calling show, Flawless, whenever there's space on the schedule, that's the problem. Because obviously the fan calling show is there, but it's finding space on the schedule. But I'll try and do at least one a month. I will try and do at least one a month. Davey Fisher says, I think they will consider top 4 along with the League Cup or Europa League a good season. I can see it now. They will big it up for being a great season of success. It's just top 4 for them. For the board and the owners, it's all about top 4. It's all about Champions League. Because again, if they really cared about Europe, when we went out in the Champions League, they would have sacked him. There and then they would have sacked him. If Tuchel don't make it out of group stages, he's getting sacked. Like, simple as. And we don't. So they don't care. Dan Sillyman says, went out of the group stage, then lost to Villarreal in the final. For me, this is a sackable offence as the manager of Manchester United, which is put in capital letters, Manchester United. Unacceptable unless you've lowered your expectations, which most have. And I wanted him gone before that. That just reinforced what I already thought. This is all just evidence backing up my case. I have this opinion on the manager, and now you're just giving me things upon things and all the evidence I need. That's just backing up what I'm saying. Big up Zahed, you hear me, with the quality bid in the thumbnail as well. A1 bid. He says 400 million investment, 3 years and no trophies. And the excuse is he didn't get a CDM. Tells you all you need to know. Tells you all you need to know. And oh yeah, don't let me forget as well, people, even though Zeno's not here, large up my co-host Zeno, the link for his TikTok is underneath in the description. So make sure you follow Zeno on his TikTok and follow Zeno across all platforms as well. Also, don't forget the ManDem United podcast. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. discussing all things Manchester United. Bruno Brook says, talking to rival fans tells you all you need to know about our manager. Big facts. It does. It does. Big facts. Zidane, Ten Hag, and Hansi Flick had offer mad money to get him if the others refuse. Flick is Germany manager, right? He is. He's German. Am I wrong? Please let me know. Unja says, Flawless, you can't say you expect to finish in the top 4 when we hardly did before. Improvement according to our context at the time are very clear. If we don't win the title, he should get one more year. All right. Yes, I can say I expect to finish in the top 4 because that was what we were supposed to do. The reason why Mourinho was sacked is because it was looking like we weren't going to finish in the top 4. And that's why I wanted him gone, amongst other things. I was Mourinho out before that. So that's incorrect. Van Gaal was sacked because he didn't finish in the top 4, and he was rightfully sacked. So the same should be for Ollie. And what do you mean if you don't win the title? So he's getting one more year after this. And this is my point. So if he doesn't win a league title, Jesus Christ. If he doesn't win a league title this year and doesn't win a trophy, you're still giving him one more year. So that'd be what, 4 or 5 years now without a trophy. And that's okay for you. This is what I'm talking about. People going to make excuses for him. Is that 4 years, 5 years without a trophy now? 4.5, according to you, Andre. If he doesn't win anything this year, why does he get one more season? Why? This wouldn't happen at no other top club. So according to you, he can do what he likes this season. He can fail this season and it's cool. All right. That loss was 100% on Ollie for being here. You're a joker, Canada Devil. When you spend 400 million, of course, the squad is better. I hear that. Canada Devil, you mentioned this, and Tox mentioned this to me from a fair eye view. Ollie doesn't even want a DM. This guy's never tried to sign a DM in regards to, you look at the areas he's improved on. He brought Henderson back, that's goalkeeper. He brought Wan-Bissaka as a right back. He brought Tellers in as a left back. He brought Varane and Maguire as centre backs. He brought a number 10 in Bruno. He brought wide players in Sancho and Diallo. He brought a striker as in Ronaldo. The only position that he hasn't touched is a DM, which lets me think he doesn't want a DM. I've just named every other single position. Henderson, goalkeeper. Right back, Wan-Bissaka. Left back, Tellers. 2 centre-backs in Varane and Maguire. Number 10 in Bruno. Wide player, Sancho. Wide player, Diallo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Dan James, another wide player. Who else has he signed? Palestri, another wide player. Hear that silence, people? I was just letting that sink in. I was legit just letting that sink in. Mohamed said Jose was outside top 4, but the problem is he was never back like Oli. He wasn't, but he had to go as well. Don't forget, if he wanted a CDM, it would have been a priority. Oli himself said it wasn't. Can't be an excuse, says Coach T. I agree with you. Samson says we need 11 world-class players to be young boys. Oli, get the F out. Isaiah Douglas. I'm seeing new people in the chat as well. Hey, you lot, I know you're here to laugh and joke, you rival fans. Hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Sharice's manager is better than Oli. Philly saying yes, he is. Billy saying no lie. Van Gaal with his squad would have won everything. I think he definitely wins a FA Cup or a League Cup. The same jokers supporting Oli are the same jokers who were outside OT lining up to buy a Ronaldo shirt. Jeez, big up Zahid with the epic beard. You know what I'm saying? Says Dan. Abdallah says, man, like Flawless, you've got a sick team apart from DM, but a manager like Zizou or Tuchel would find a system to hide that deficiency. I agree. Samson says, Unja, how is it progress in the Champions League when we end up in the Europa anyway? That's a great question. Billy says, what the hell? We finished 3rd, then 2nd, and now you're saying Flawless shouldn't expect to finish top 4 after being handed Varane, Ronaldo, and Sancho. Come on, man. Our team's always been good enough under every single manager we've had post-Fergie to finish in the top 4. And if you don't, you should be sacked. That's the bare minimum. That's the bet. But Unja said, if Oli doesn't win anything this season, doesn't win a trophy, he'll give him next season as well. I'm not waiting around because he should be winning something this season. And when I say that, FA Cup or League Cup. Samson says Oli should have not been given a job in the first place. The warning signs were there when we went on a losing run after that famous win in Paris, and that was during the interim period. Yeah, interim manager Oli was different, but we should have waited. They got gassed up like we did. Oli should have talked to... Yeah, all right, you wilding with that, Bruno. You wilding with that one. Pat Bandit says United got exactly what they deserved and Oli's been exposed again brutally. Talk sport. Jason Cundy, spot on. Spot on. Zahid says, if we went 4-4-2, do we really need a CDM? We do not have the players for 4-4-2. Pogba, Bruno, Sancho, no. 4-4-2 is a terrible, terrible idea. Terrible idea. Black Diamond again says, Jose spent 362 million, 2 trophies. Oli 436 million, no trophies. Why would you give him another year and more money if he wins nothing this year, son? Because he likes Oli, that's why. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. Jaden says, I could actually see us finishing outside the top 4 at Everton. I don't, simply because of the squad we have. Well, if we did and he got sacked, good riddance. Langan Sweet says, does Jose win the league with his team? No, I don't think he does. Nah, I don't think he does. Does he challenge? Yes, but does he win the league with it? No. Ryan says, where are we in the league, by the way, asking for a friend? Who? Who are you asking about, Ryan? Where's who in the league? I still wonder how stupid the Glazers were to appoint Oli. He went on a bad losing run as interim manager after the PSG win. I would have been Oli out from the beginning. I gave him his chance. Even after the bad run, I was like, all right, he's got a bad run. Let him get some players in and let's see what's what. Then eventually I was like, this ain't it. So this ain't it. Unja says, you might need to relax. LOL, no one has an argument to sack him right now, period. No, Unja, respond to it. Why does he get this season and next season afterwards? That's what I want to know. So you're giving him a free hit. So he don't have to win a trophy this season. Why can he go 4 years without a trophy? Why is that okay? That's what I want to know. Why is that fine? No, so yeah. Where are we at? Here we go. See, Coach T, Flawless asking for the bare minimum and fans still making excuses. That's the bare minimum, finishing top 4. I'm not giving you credit for what you should be doing with the squad you have. We have one of the top 4 squads and one of the top 4, one of the best. We have one of the top 4 squads and one of the top 4 11s in the league. Therefore, you should finish top 4. That's not an overachievement. That is the standard bare minimum. It's the bare minimum. Like, so I'm not giving you credit for that at all whatsoever. I'm not. I refuse to. Jaden says, I could see us finishing outside the top 4. Everton, Wolves, and Leicester all play better and more consistent football than us. I agree with you that they play. I don't know about Wolves. I think Leicester and Everton, they do play better and more consistent football than us. However, I think our individual brilliance and our squad depth over Everton and Leicester will have us finishing above those. That's what it is. Bit larger, my guy Saint. You hear me? One part of Analysis at Anfield, which is the Liverpool show on the channel. He says, how do you take CR7 off for Lingard? Should have brought on Greenwood. OLE for you. Baz 10 says, thoughts on Ronaldo and Bruno going in OLE's technical area. We knew it was going to happen. We know it was going to happen. We spoke about this in depth about Ronaldo being the manager. It's a bad look, man. That doesn't look good on OLE. It doesn't look good. It doesn't. Like, who's managing? Is it you or is it Ronaldo and Bruno's assistant? Daniel says, we won the Champions League and we're still arguing even though we won. It's ridiculous. He's talking about Chelsea fans. That's crazy. If a manager wins me the Champions League in that fashion, I'm shutting up and trusting him. Whispering Tactician says, elite show. Big up, man. Appreciate it. Good to see new names, new usernames. Get me? New Avis and that. Make sure you lot are the new people. You lot subscribe and come back. Not just when United are in the mud. Here we go. Yeah, disgruntled blogger, you wilding with that comment still. One Done says, bro, I love this channel because we keep it real. I'm going on Zidane's page to beg him to come to United after the show, bro. Chat to him in it. Chat to Zinedine and tell him I said bless. Same flawless, I gave him a chance, but after the Palace game, it was clear to me this guy was clueless. Unlike most of these youths I saw was play real ball under Sir Alex Ferguson. I hear you, Ahmed. I hear you. Where else we at? What would OLE have to do this year for you to change your mind or give you another chance, etc.? So much. One, have a clear plan and a way of playing. That's numero uno. So no matter the 11, have a clear plan and a way of playing. Have a plan A. Also have a plan B. Utilize the players you have to the best of their ability. So our top-class, world-class players, utilize them. Our squad players, hide their deficiencies. Use systems. Use the best possible system to deal with the players we have. Rotate the team also. Utilize the squad to the fullest. Play on the front foot, attacking football also. Play on the front foot. Stop being scared. Treat young boys like the Swiss champions. They are the Swiss champions. Treat them as such. Treat Southampton like they are a team battling relegation. Treat Wolves like they are a team battling relegation. That's what it would take. And that's over a consistent period. I don't want to see it over 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Show me over 20, 25 games. Have an attacking approach. Talk better in your press conferences. Don't talk about process and trust the process and trust the project and we're working. No, I'm here to win now. The aim is to win the league. The aim is to win the Champions League. Talk with your chest. Talk with your Kim K's, man. Like your Manchester United manager. Like you don't have the squad you have. That's what it is. So that's what I go with. Our average position map should look the same pretty much on a game-to-game basis, but it doesn't. And again, utilize Paul Pogba to the best of his ability. Get the best out of Cristiano Ronaldo. Utilize Bruno. Utilize Telles, Dalot, etc. Put a team in place so we get the most out of it. What is a Manchester United goal? We know what a Manchester City goal is. We know what a Liverpool goal is. What's a Manchester United goal? So that's it. And there's probably more as well. There is more, but that's just off the top of my head. Greenwood was the best player before Ronaldo arrived. Where was he when we needed a goal? OLE tax. Better subs as well. That's another thing. That's another thing. That's another thing. Make the correct substitutions. Your in-game management has to be better. Disgruntled blogger says, don't care. I want this man gone. I want to watch my team play ball. I hear you. Sahed says, bring Rants on the show, bro. I'm on Rants' channel, 7 p.m. I'm over there at 7 p.m. Do you think Conte will come to United given the chance, says Philly? Absolutely. Absolutely, he would. Absolutely. Bruno says, a guy on Twitter actually told me his style of play is quick transitions and playing out the back, but we're not good at transitions, so we're a rich Burnley. Yeah, we ain't good at playing out from the back or transitions. Make our transfers make sense. You want to play out from the back and then you sign Wan-Bissaka. Drop players for poor form as well. That's another thing that bugs me. Nobody's held accountable. Hold these players accountable. We're playing bad first 45 minutes. Make 2 subs at half time. If a player is playing bad 60 minutes in, take him off. I don't care if it's Bruno, Ronaldo, Pogba. Then drop him for the next game. Drop players. Let rule with an iron fist. That's what I would say. What if he gets to 4 finals, finishes second, and wins a trophy like the FA Cup? Would you give him another chance? No. 4 finals. So that means he's lost 3 and won 1. How can he get to 4 finals? So you're saying what? Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup. So that means he's lost 2. No. Because the bar's on the floor, the fact that we signed Varane, Sancho, and Ronaldo, and our aim is FA Cups and League Cups. We move. Facts, man. Say it with your titties there, innit? You know what I'm saying? Flawless, big up. Who would you have taken after Sir Alex left? Says varied vibes. At the time, I wanted Mourinho. Did I want Mourinho? Yes, I did want Mourinho at the time. Yes. Disgruntled blogger says, get rid of Doink and all the backroom staff. Carrick was a simple for player. Now you're going to be backing out instructions. We've been doomed. We're already doomed anyway. Realist TV says, Conte in. Large up Realist TV. Zahid says, second on the last day, I mean. If we're in a genuine title charge, if we have a genuine title challenge, then that would change my mind. That could change my mind. That's in the plus column. However, I don't want a title challenge because City and Liverpool were awful and Chelsea weren't what they were. Like, I want a genuine title challenge. That would change. That could definitely, that's in the plus column. But context matters in that. Stubborn manager, Donny will be back on the bench. Pogba out of position and Fred keeps his place. Yeah. And it's double pivot thing, 2 holding midfielders against everybody. Tired of it. Govan says, please take Conte as your manager before them Arsenal Muppets have the slightest chance of appointing him. I don't think Conte goes to Arsenal regardless. I don't think he does. Conte or Allegri for you. Forgot about Allegri. Probably Allegri. I forgot about Allegri still. Probably Allegri. But neither of them would be like my top 2 choices. So, yeah. Keep getting through the comments. Yeah, Ancelotti would have been a shout post Sir Alex, 100%. I think Ollie's going to go back to McFred. Yeah, man, of course he's going to go back to McFred. That's Ollie for you. That's what he's always done. He always does all of that. Right, we hit 71 likes. Big up you lot. You lot really love the crud. All right, get your last few questions in. I'll be here for like the next 10 minutes. Oh, Allegri is at Juve. Yeah, you're right. Who would be your top choice for manager? Right now, who's available? Zidane. Because we missed everyone. We missed Poch. We missed Allegri. We missed Flick. We missed... Who else? We missed everybody. We missed the boat. There were so many managers available and we missed the boat on all of them. We let them all go off to other clubs. That's on us. Because we stupid. That's why. Missed the boat on everybody. So you know what? That's on our stupid asses. But here we are. Here we are. Yeah, Allegri's at Juventus now anyway, yeah. Poch is on fraud watch. Though, not going to lie. Now he's got this season. He has to deliver the Champions League. He has to win the Champions League. Now, that's what it is. They have to win the Champions League. I said this. They have to deliver. Simple as that. Nagelsmann's another one we missed. Yeah, Nagelsmann I would have took. Samson says, Brendan Rodgers, for me, Prem proven, has won trophies, no house to coach. Now he's won the FA Cup. You could argue that still. You could argue that. Paul says, a dark horse for Ollie's replacement should be Gasperini from Atalanta. I keep hearing he plays good football. I've not watched Atalanta. Like, I don't watch them week out. I've never watched them at all, but I keep hearing good things. So I'm going to be watching those games closely. Obviously, I'm going to be watching them anyway because they're playing us. I'm only watching, see how he tactically sets up, how he deals with us, his subs, both games. And if they get through the groups, they're knockout games as well. Demo Dre says, people sleep on Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe, but I think he would do a great job with better players. So too Potter. I can't go with Eddie Howe. Can't go with Potter either. But I get your point in regards to Potter, but no. Nah. Gasperini at United would actually be vibes. Says Abdallah. Black Diamond says, after work the next 4 hours, these streams relax me before I go to war. Yeah, man, big up, man. That's what we're here for. Woodward doesn't have a clue who Gasperini is. Bro, who knows? Who knows what it's like when it comes to Manchester United? You know what they're like. You know what I'm saying? Know what they're like. So mad. But yeah, my final thoughts on the Young Boys game. I didn't even give my thoughts on the actual game. Lineup was wrong. Like I said, he should have rotated. The players were poor. Even with 11 men, we wasn't good. Silly tackle from Wan-Bissaka. We went down to 10 men. Silly substitutions from the manager. We were just defensive, pragmatic. We still should have bopped young boys off the pitch with 10 men. Lingard, terrible mistake. They win the game. Only the goal lining is the other two to Atalanta and Villarreal drew. So we're only 1 point off them, and we can still get out of the group. However, if we didn't get out of the group, it wouldn't surprise me. Ryan was saying yesterday on the Q&A, oh, you'll definitely get out of the group. 100%. I'm not 100% sure about that. I am not 100% sure about that whatsoever. So that's pretty much my thoughts on the game. Go watch the watch along on the channel and you'll see me giving my thoughts on the game. Like I said, they don't surprise me. We lost to Young Boys and I'm not shocked. Victorious FAT says, would you take Poch even if he fails at PSG flawless? Absolutely not. If he fails there, it's a wrap. He'll probably go back to Spurs. It's a wrap if he fails there because he's not as good as I thought he was. Well, I admit, I'm not like these Ole Inners. I'll admit that he's not good enough and keep it moving. Like, there's nothing wrong with being wrong. Like, I call more things wrong than I do right on here, but you lot still here, tune in, come back, because that's what football is. We're giving our opinions and we're going to have conversations about it, and then you're either going to be proven right or wrong eventually. So if I'm right about Poch, he'll win the Champions League this year. If I'm wrong about Poch, he'll go out in the quarterfinals or the semi-finals. So Poch has to deliver. Did you see Noah Lang against PSG last night? What a baller. We should sell Lingard, Cavani and get him in. I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch any football yesterday. Didn't watch any football. Flawless, did you think that was a pen on Ronaldo? I ain't going to lie. I didn't even see the challenge. If you watched the watch along, I was just so fed up. I was like, let me go put some food in the oven. And that's what I went and done. I legit went and put food in the oven and came back and left Eddie, Zeno and Dan to do the watch along and came back. Because I'm just like, yeah, I can't be bothered. What's the link for Rance's thing, bro? It's on Rance. It's on his Twitch. So his Twitch, Ransom Bants. Just type that in and it will pop up. I'm on there every Thursday, Red Talk, 7 p.m. So just over 45 minutes, 7 p.m. with Rance and Aaron, discussing all things Manchester United and running joke. And then I'm on the Red Talks, the recaps the night of. So like Sunday night, I'll be on the Red Talk for the Manchester United West Ham game, for instance. Flawless, Abdallah says, Flawless, would you rather play great football and just miss out on a title or play boring football and have the same outcome? Oh, I'm results over performances. So if you're giving me results and trophies, I'll take terrible football. But if you're not giving me results and performances, at least give me entertaining football. Simple as that. So yeah, give me the great football and missing out on the title. Because at least I can be like, right, I'm entertained. I just want us to go gung-ho. I've said this about, with the attackers that we have, I've said, let's just go gung-ho. Why not? Let's run this shit and go gung-ho. That's what we should do. 100%. That's what we should do. We won't, but that's what we should do. Like, you score 3, we'll score 5. You score 5, we'll score 8. You score 8, we'll score 12. Like, that's what we should be on. Flawless, Ollie is getting the sack before Christmas. Muzzy, I hope you're right, but I don't see it. I don't see it happening. Vareed Vibe says, hey, do you rate Mancini and will you consider him for the job? I do rate Mancini, but I think he's going to be, what's it called? Do I want him for the Manchester United job? Absolutely not. No, I'm good. Let him stay with Italy. Let him stay with Italy. And that's the link there for Rant. Make sure you lot, Sarcasm City TV Army, this is what I need you lot to do. When we go live on there in 7, hashtag Sarcasm City TV. That's what I need in the comments on Twitch from you lot. I need the Sarcasm City TV Army to be over there, get me linking up with the Ransom Bands Twitch Army in it. So that's what I need. Hashtag Sarcasm City TV in the comments in it. Or say I came from hashtag Sarcasm City TV. That's what I need you lot in the comments saying. You get what I'm saying? Let's take Sarcasm City TV. Come with me, man. That's what man needs. Serginio says, right, like, what's the point of having a mind if you're not willing to change it? Facts. Like, I'll change it. Like, there's nothing wrong with being, people just want to be right and just want to stand on things. Like, if Poch doesn't deliver, I will say Poch didn't deliver and I called it wrong. If Ollie does deliver, I'll say, right, Ollie's delivered. I'll be gassed because I'm a Manchester United fan and be like, yo, I called that one wrong. Same way, if Ollie doesn't deliver, I called it right. Same way, if Poch does deliver, I called that right. But here we are. 78 likes. Big up you lot. Large up Ahmed on job. The mods like the video, people, and drop a sub. Don't forget as well, this show and all the other shows on the Sarcasm City TV channel, on the YouTube and the Twitch, aside from watch-alongs, are available as audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen while you're at work, because you might not want to have your YouTube app open while you're at work. You know what I'm saying? You might want to be on your phone doing other things, or you might just be listening. So while you're at work, while you're driving, while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, you might just have it on in the background. SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes. The links underneath in the description for them. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. The links are in the description for those. Or wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV and it should pop up. Yeah, he's raided. Ransley used to raid our Twitch streams, but we stream too late for him. He's raided them in the past, though. He has raided them in the past. Adela says, nah, it's because people don't have the balls, Flawless, so they act like they know everything, which is stupid. Like, I don't live my life that way. Never mind football. If I call something wrong, I call it like it's not that deep. I called the Euros wrong. It's cool. But then I called it right about England not winning it. But I called it wrong about Italy winning it. We move. Like, it's not that deep. I'm missing the Ollie Out show on YouTube's ahead. Get over to the Twitch. And make sure you follow and subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Twitch as well, because we got content on there. Muzzy says, Ollie's quotes made my blood boil today. Man is clueless. Yeah, he's awful. That's why I don't pay attention. That's exactly why I don't pay attention. Because he washed. That's why, man. I don't pay no attention to him whatsoever. All right, last few questions. Last couple of minutes. And I'll answer them. And like I say, Zeno will be back on the ManDem United podcast on Tuesday as well. Going to start bringing special guests on more frequently as well. 100%. Flawless, when did you become Mourinho out? I can't remember the game. There was a point where I was just like, yeah, enough's enough. I can't remember. Cannot remember when it was exactly. I'd have to go back through the fixtures and then I could probably pinpoint when I became Mourinho out. I can probably pinpoint it. All right, people. Well, we are going to close out the show. Don't forget today, what do we have coming up today? So 7 p.m. I'm on Rance's Twitch for the Red Talk with Aaron. And then midnight, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A Members Edition, which will be going down live on the Twitch. But have a look on the upcoming live stream section on YouTube. That lets you know all the shows that are coming up. Same with the Twitch. There's an upcoming live stream section on the Twitch, and they're separate people. You know, like you get BBC 1 and BBC 2? You get Sarcasm City TV 1, Sarcasm City TV 2. So it's not the same content. So you're missing out if you're not subscribed and followed to both. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is Road to 4K for Sarcasm City TV. Follow and subscribe on the Twitch as well. Is Road to 800 followers also. Daniel says, do you think defensive football is getting figured out? I think all football gets figured out eventually. And then you have to change. Awful, because people realize you can't just win fights the same way. If you're a boxer and you're just knocking people out with a right hand every single time, eventually you're going to come up against someone who knows how to block that right hand. Now you need to find a different way to win. You have to have different ways to win. What did he say? There's a million ways to skin a cat. That's what I'm saying. You have to come up with different ways because they're going to stop it. If your game plan is get the ball out wide and whip it into the big man in the box, you're going to get a team with like, all right, we're just going to block the crosses. We're going to play wing backs and two centre back, and then have a centre back, and then have two holding midfielders to double up outside or something like that. People come up with solutions for the problems that you cause them. So I don't say it's getting figured out. Even when you play attacking football, this is why Fergie was the GOAT. He changed from 4-4-2 to 4-3-3. You know what I'm saying? To different formations. You know what I'm saying? Like he did it to a 4-5-1. He played different formations at times. And that's what happened to Mourinho. Mourinho got found out. And that's what it is. Coach D says, big up, another great stream. I hope you lot enjoyed it. Muzzy says, big up, Red Talk, finna be lit. Yes, it is going to be lit. Jaden says, we're going to lose against West Ham in any one of these games. It's peak for Ollie. Yeah, he's under immense pressure, as it is. He is. He's under immense pressure. But we are going to close out the show, people. Love to everyone who's locked in. And this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.